And for those who don't know, maybe, can you introduce yourself? What do you do? Where did you come from?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I've been, everybody knows my name already, but I've been in the industry for about 15 years now, or just over 15 years, which you can tell because I used to have hair. Now I no longer have hair. Um, and yeah, I started off actually working for a lead generation company in Spain. I
Mhm.
was a UK country manager there, just managing the sweepstakes, co-sponsors, co-reg, just collecting data, email marketing, for data for telemarketing, all sorts. So it was quite exciting. I was exposed to a lot of channels. I kind of learned how you should treat users, especially with campaigns. And my kind of mind started clicking at that point.
Mhm.
It was my first ever job in the digital marketing space. But I already kind of had a direction that this is what I wanted to do, is what I wanted to spend time on and turn it into a profession. Um, Previously to that, my profession was had nothing to do with that. I was in performing arts, so I was like an actor,
Oh,
singer, dancer. It's like completely unrelated.
what was that
So
with dancers?
yeah, it's just performing arts. So I was like a singer, dancing, acting. So I was on stage. I was like,
That's
yeah,
cool. I didn't know that.
yeah. It's something I don't tell many people. But yeah, I used to. I'm a
What?
trained entertainer, if you put it that way.
Very
So,
interesting.
so yeah, so I kind of ended up in the industry just out of pure coincidence. I just
Mhm.
looked for a job. I was out of money, and I was like, "Hey, let's search the job sites." And I found a job close by. They were looking for somebody who spoke English. So in
Mhm.
Spain, if you speak English, it's very easy to get a job. So, or at least 15 years ago. So I applied, got the job straight away. Really, really loved it, and I was there for about 5 years. Then I had an offer from a client, like, hey, we want to bring you on board to do what you're doing, but for us. So to set up the whole lead generation side of their business. They were typically an offline business, so they were doing telemarketing. Um, and yeah, I came on board, set up the whole sweepstakes, their sites, the compliance, everything about the user data, acquisition, so on. And I was there for about a year, moved on. But at that point, I already kind of got the idea of what it was like to start a business from scratch, manage the
Mhm.
business day to day. I had employees, I had a team,
Oh, nice.
and it was an exciting project. It really taught me what it was like to run a business. But fortunately, I was running a business with somebody else's money, so it was kind of it's one of those. Um, One thing led to another, and then I ended up in an affiliate network in London, and I was there for about 18 months as well. And it just got to a point where um, I was traveling 3 hours a day by train. I was very, very stressed. And this is a completely true story. I went to a doctor because my nose was bleeding every day.
Oh,
I was
wow.
very, very nervous. I wasn't sleeping. I was just working 24/7 for
Mhm.
somebody else.
Mhm.
And the doctor was like, hey, what's the worst that can happen if you underperform? I was like, well, I will lose my job. And he's like, well, actually, that's not the worst that can happen to you. The worst that can happen to you is that you have a heart attack and you die. So, take it, take it slowly. Um, and you know what? I'll always remember that line because when the doctor told me that, I went to work and 2 weeks later, I quit.
Mhm.
I quit that job. I was like, I've had enough. I want to be able to manage my time. I want to be able to make my own decisions. And that's how Digital Mojito was born. So that's been 10 years now. Digital Mojito was born out of a situation where I found there was a gap in the industry, things that weren't happening for advertisers. Um, and yeah, that's in a nutshell. Digital Mojito was set up with the aim of being a fully transparent and white hat affiliate network. Um, by transparency, I mean where we share everything with the advertiser in terms of who our affiliates are, the affiliate
Mhm.
names, the
Oh, wow.
previews, everything. We share it with the advertiser. They have full control, full creative control, full compliance control, and we just kind of manage the relationship and organize everything. So that's actually helped us a lot. That setup is not conventional. Affiliate networks typically don't like to share their sources, don't like to say
Yeah.
who they work with.
Yeah.
I figured that wasn't the right way to go about it, or isn't the right way of going about it, because a lot of businesses still work that way. And in a way, I like to feel like we disrupted the industry a little bit in that sense, you know. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of networks that work with our clients as competitors of ours who have kind of forcefully had to adopt that method in a way. So I feel partly responsible for making the industry better in that sense. So
Nice.
yeah, that's where we're at. So
Yeah.